Hi guys, this is Andre, and this is the story of how I won the National Festival of Talent. On July 7, me and my family flew to Cebu City, and shout out to Boss Tito Louie for taking us to the airport safely. So on day 1, it was the opening program, so we went to Naga City, and there were so many people. But the rain was so hard, the parade got cancelled. So we ate at Rico's Lechon afterwards for dinner. On July 10, it was my actual contest. I made lots of new friends, and the big bosses of NCR came to support me. And I was picked number 5 to present.
Good morning, everyone. I am Edwin Andre Nicolas T. Banson Jr. from the Division of Pasay City, representing the National Capital Region. Will you read a book with me? By Lawrence Skimmel, translated by Eugene Y. Evasco, published by St. Matthew's Publishing Corporation. Antonio already knew how to read all by himself, but he wanted to share the joy of reading with somebody. So, he grabbed his favorite book and went in search of someone to read with him. Antonio asked his mother, "Will you read a book with me?" "I can't right now. I'm busy," his mother said. "But later tonight, we can read together." Antonio then went outside of his house. There was an old man seated on a chair in front of Antonio's house. He was blind, so Antonio did not stop to ask him if he wanted to read his book with him. Antonio went to the store beside his house and asked the baker, "Will you read a book with me?" "I can't right now. I'm busy," the baker said. "But if you help me knead the bread, I'll read with you later." "I'm afraid that my book will get dirty," Antonio replied, and went out to the street again. Next, Antonio asked the woman at the fruit stand, "Will you read a book with me?" "I can't right now. I have a lot of customers," she replied. "I can come back later," Antonio said. Just then, the mailman was passing by, so Antonio asked him, "Will you read a book with me?" "I can't right now. I'm working," the mailman replied. "But if you help me deliver these letters, then I'll read with you." "I'm not allowed to go far away from my home," replied Antonio. Antonio then saw the woman at the magazine and newspaper stand. He thought, with so many newspapers, she must love to read. So, Antonio asked her, "Will you read a book with me?" "I can't right now. I'm working," she answered. "But if you help me organize these newspapers, I'll read with you later." "But I can't reach the shelves," Antonio said. Antonio had asked all the store owners on the street. "Everyone is too busy to read with me," he complained. Suddenly, a voice behind him said, "Don't be sad, young boy." Antonio spun around to see who had spoken to him. It was the blind man. "How can you see me?" Antonio asked. "I can't see," the man replied, "but I can hear you. Come closer. I want to ask you something." Antonio approached the old man and sat down beside him. "What can I help you with, sir?" he asked. "It's just that no one has any time for me either," the blind man said. "I wanted to ask if you would talk to me for a while. Maybe you can tell me a story." Antonio smiled. He opened his book to the first page and began to read. The blind man smiled, too, as he listened to Antonio's story. The end. The moral of the story for me is just sometimes people are way too busy to do what you want with them. So sometimes you just have to be patient. Or maybe you can even help them to make the time faster. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you everyone for listening.
After the contest, we waited for a long time to get home, and before they announced the finalists.
Edwin Andre Nicolas T. Banson Jr. from NCR, 7 for your exceptional performance.
And it was announced that I was part of the 5 exceptional performers in the contest. Me and my family were so happy, and then I met the judges after. After that, we strolled around and looked around Naga City and took lots and lots of pictures. The next day, it was the awarding day, and finally, they are about to announce the winners of the Braille Reading contest.
Storytelling in Braille Reading champion goes to
National Capital Region, Pasay City, Edwin Andre Nicolas T. Banson Jr., Ronald M. Manguia. Please join your winners, NCR coach.
I felt so happy that I became the champion and I made my family proud. I would like to thank you so much, Lord, for being with me throughout the whole contest and all my trainings and my contest itself and even the awarding. Thank you so much, Lord, for giving me the strength and skill. Without you, I wouldn't have been the champion. And thank you so much, Sir Ronald, for training me and calling me every day just for me to get trained. And shout out to Teacher Memi. Thank you for guiding me and always being there for me during the whole contest. Shout out to my family. Thank you guys so much for taking me to Cebu and always supporting me. And thank you whenever I feel nervous. You always encourage and pray for me. And thank you guys so much for being with me for this journey from the divisional to the regional and to the national and whatever is coming up next. Thank you guys for your exceptional love. Love you guys. And I would like to give a very big thank you to all my family, COP family, PNSB family, 490 Tita Mercy for always calling and checking up on me, pastors, friends, teachers, the pops, neighbors, and everyone who prayed for me. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, everybody. And I will see you all in my very next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, guys!